I think one of the things that stuck with me the most, as far as from a football standpoint, is a big Bill Belichick adage: is you can't win until you keep from losing. And I wholeheartedly believe in that.
Brian Callahan described going against Belichick and his game plan as like a cat and mouse game. So being on the other side of that, how do you win that cat and mouse game in that example?
I think we do what we do and prepare really hard, like we've been doing. It's going to be a sideline and halftime adjustment type of game. We're going to need to be able to communicate and adjust on the fly between series and then at halftime. So, we're already starting to prepare for that. The game's going to declare, but we'll be ready to go whatever happens.
How different is the program here, coached by a guy who was born when Bill was in the league? How different is how you approach it?
I think that they have unique styles. I love being a player for Zach. I think he's a phenomenal organizational leader and offensive mind. And, I've never had an offensive style head coach before. And I really appreciate that as an O-lineman.
Speaking of that, I know you weren't in the defensive meetings, but everybody says Bill Belichick, he always tries to take away the opposing team's best weapon. What do you think? Why is that so important to him?
I think in this league, you need your best players to play their best to win. So if you can neutralize someone's best player and make their role players have to have an elevated role, you have a better chance of success.
What's your favorite Bill Belichick moment, Ted?
My favorite Bill Belichick moment? There's a lot of them. He gave a speech after we won my first Super Bowl at the ring party, that he gave us kind of three moments where he knew we had a good team. And the first one was that we beat the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday Night Football Week 1. And that was my first game ever in the league. I started, and I took a lot of pride in that.
Is that Jimmy G?
Yeah,
that was Jimmy G. That was me, Teddy K. So there was a lot of young guys out there, and they were actually the Super Bowl favorites up until that point. I mean, they had a good team coming in. I think it was Carson Palmer still. So it was exciting for me. I got to say my name in school on Sunday Night Football, Game 1, Season 1. So glad we got the win.
You played with Matthew Juden last year, right?
I did.
What's it like going against a guy like that? Obviously really good at what he does in his position.
Having an awesome year just like he did last year. I don't envision me seeing him very much.
Right.
But, he could loop in there. So my goal is not to let him get anything.
When you look at the film from Tampa Bay, you mentioned that they were kind of doing a lot of stunts.